All right, we're going live. Uh-oh, I tapped something. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. All right. So, I'm going to have to pull this up a little bit. Give me a second. Hey, guys. How's it going? Come on in. We're going to be making some chicken fajita pasta tonight. So, chicken fajita pasta tonight. Let me get my microphone. I'm going to be using some home products tonight. I'm using the M1 that you're sitting on right now. I'm going to get my microphone set up. All right. So let's see here. Got one mic. Comes in this nice magnetic case. Plug and play. Let's take a look here, guys. I'm going to probably lose sound for 1 second. Boom, got the power. And testing 1, 2. Hello, can you hear me? On YouTube, can you hear me? I just want to make sure. Can everyone hear me? Hi, how's it going? Hey, Phoenix, what's up? I'm going to be doing some pasta tonight. You can hear me? Good. Okay, I just want to make sure. I didn't want to get started and just talk the whole way through. Now, instead of leaving you sitting in one spot, I can give it the OK symbol here. Well, it's got to power up. Sorry, guys. This one's one to stick around for sure. I got the recipe down below. All right, check there, check there. Let's get our lights powered on. All right, I'm going to turn this one on over here. Boom, there we go. We got everything powered on. Let me just get a few things cleared out of the way, guys. Let's see here. Oh, well, that's not supposed to be going. There we go. Sorry, guys. We are going to get our TikTok friends set up over here. I try to juggle everything. How's everyone's night going? I see you're in here. Hi, everybody. I see everyone else up there. I'd love to see who it is. Uh, join me down here in the bottom. Let's do that. We're going to confirm it over here. We're doing food. Pasta. So we're going to be cooking some fajita pasta tonight. So fajita, it's going to be great. Mr. Palad. Okay, thank you. Programmer 2099. Yo, what's happening? Just woke up. All right, that's all good. Let's see here. All right, here we go. We got everything going live here with one. As y'all can see over here, I am definitely getting it. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. We're going to get everybody in tune together so everyone can see the magic happen in the kitchen, right? Just want to kind of get it where everybody can see. Now, my YouTubers tonight, y'all are on the gimbal. Y'all will get to travel around with me and see everything in motion. Okay. So tonight we're going to be using some penne pasta. We're going to be using 2 boxes. Now this will make up to 4 to 5 servings per person. Okay. So the prep time is usually about 5 minutes. Obviously, it takes me a little longer just because I'm cooking for everyone here. Whether you're here on my channel, hey guys over here, or you are um, here in my home. So let's take a look. Prep time is about 5 minutes. Cook time is 35 minutes. So all in average, if you want to average it out, you're looking at probably between 40 and 50 minutes for this meal. The cost per serving of this meal, based off of 4 to 5 people, is around $6.14. But for $6.14 per person, I mean that's not too bad a meal, right? So always trying to do some savings. I'm just gonna scooch y'all down this way. So we are going to have to make some small adjustments here with the gimbal because it is being sassy tonight. There we are. So we are going to turn it this way. All right, guys. Just so everyone can see from both sides. Tonight we are using roughly around 3 pounds of chicken. Sorry, I've scared some people off, I guess, but that's okay. We're using about 3 to 4 pounds of chicken. Hey, love, is the other one working next to you? Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it was working over here for y'all. So got our chicken here. So now this one here shows roughly 3.98 pounds, which I'll just go ahead and use it all for this video. We got something to stir with, whether it's a spoon or something like this. I'm just going to set this over here. Now, what we're going to do over here is we are going to get all this prep. But first, what we need to do is let our oil kind of get to warming up, okay, guys? So definitely want to let that oil. What's your pronouns? I I'm just a guy. He, him. Pronouns would be he, him. Okay. And then, hey guys over here, I got both of y'all engaging with each other from YouTube to TikTok, TikTok to YouTube. We're making this pasta together tonight. All right, guys. So let me take y'all up here. Now, as some of y'all may have seen, here's that lovely knife that I got to share around with everybody tonight. Let's get y'all back this way. Now, this one's cool. So this offers, if you can see this here by Hoem, I don't have to reach up there. I can drag y'all side to side, or I can give the AI a way to follow me. Hey, love, how does that one look up there? It's behind the couch. Just checking on a few things, guys. So this one here is by Kobayashi. Okay. I'll let everyone see. Kind of ooh, ah. So this one is AUS 10 steel. So it's just a hair below that VG10 steel. Let y'all see it here. Look at that beautiful damask pattern. Look at the shine. It features a G10 handle here, so it's going to be durable. It's a full tang blade all the way through. Okay. So we're going to use this to do some prep work. Now, I did prep some of these just to see if they were still good. I had some veggies that were kind of getting kind of ripe. Now, I have one later I will just kind of use for play with some knives and chopping and stuff later. Now, a couple of these, what I've done is I have cut around them. So once you get them washed off, I washed this, forgot to take the sticker off. So what you want to do is you want to take your knife. Let me bring y'all down here so y'all can see. So what we want to do is we're going to take our knife. We're going to cut the very top of this off. Now it is kind of thick here at the top. Okay. As you can see, the top is now open. We're going to take our knife. Be careful because it can be very sharp. And we're just going to wiggle it through here. And we're cutting off more or less the legs where all the seeds are. And I am kind of cutting all the way down into the midsection. Now, if you have a paring knife or uh, a utility knife, this would be great. So now we have cut each arm, if you will, on each side, okay? You're going to take your fingers, reach in here, and gently twist and pull. Gently twist and pull. As you can see, we got that large majority of the seeds without losing all of them. Now you can take your seeds later and dry them out. Sometimes you can get it all, sometimes you don't, but just pull and take your time with it. Hey, buddy, I would appreciate it if you didn't pull on that. Yeah. Hey, hey, buddy, you trying to get my chicken? I got my little man in here with me. So always got a little helper here. Oh, careful, buddy. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to rinse this off and out. So I have a 1-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. Now this has some few seeds here. I'm just so I don't waste too much. Now my other two, I've already kind of got all prepped. So we'll set the top there. It's a beautiful red. Now, what I'm putting in here is I don't usually recommend this, but for sticking purposes, I'm using would recommend peanut oil or a vegetable oil for this here to when you're warming it up because it allows it to get to a higher temp before it catches fire. Okay, so that's why they use it in woks and seasoning woks and cooking in the restaurants because that high temp, that high burn level. Okay, um, let me turn this phone off because I know exactly what's going to happen is we are going to get to going even further and then something is going to happen. All right, guys. So just going to set that over here to the side. All right. Every time we go live, something's going to happen, right? All right. So what we've done with our other sets of bell peppers, we got our greens, we got our orange, or you can use a yellow. I just had these laying around here, okay? So I did pick up a red one because of the recipe that I have. So I just cut it down this side. Now, if my knife was longer, I would just do it like so. Okay. And the reason for this is because I want to slice it. We're going to be slicing these. So we're just going to take our knife. We're going to cut the bottom off. Look at that. Now, what does it do? It allows you to flatten it out. And then you can just score it and slice through it easily. Now, I like long slices for mine, long and thin. So I do apologize if I'm not responding to anything in these lives. I have to maintain a good focus so I do not lose a finger. So I do apologize. If I get a second, I will look up after I get done cutting this one, and I will respond to everyone the best I can. Because I am just a dad that loves to cook. And as you can see, this knife made short work. Having a sharp knife in the kitchen, I'll just go ahead and kind of show you. We don't really want all the thickness of this, but we do want to try and save some of the edges here. So just kind of going around the outside edge and making sure we save as much as we can. The rest we can toss. Now, these, if you don't want them super thick, you can turn them into little chunks. Give you a little crunch on the end of the bite there. There we are. All right. I'll take a quick second. Okay. Hey, Rebecca Adams. How we got doing over here, guys? How's everyone? If you're coming in, tap, tap, tap that screen. I appreciate it. Hey, everybody. I see Rex, Manny, User, Tiger, Aurora, DMC, Hannah Root. Hey, Hannah. Thanks for joining in. Randy. Thanks for liking the live, Autumn. All right, guys. So, on to the next one again. Now, if it's not letting you do so, remember, clean this out here. So, when we're looking here, guys, you can see this dark piece. That's what I was cutting earlier. This is what I was cutting out earlier. Now, I do not want that in my food just because it's not going to be, you're not going to digest it very easy. You may have to chew on it. It could be thick, it could be tough. We don't want that at all. So please be careful. Make just slight cuts, and before you know it, it is coming on out of there. So that's what I kind of like about this knife is it does give you the ability to kind of scoop with it a little bit. So like the end, as you can see, it's not a full tip like a utility knife. Okay. And again, so now we have this just like this. We're going to take our fingers. We're going to slice the back half of that off. We're setting it to the side, pushing down, scoring it through just like so. As you can see, it does not take much for this knife to cut. We're going to straighten this up just a little bit. Now, if you don't mind and you want them a little thicker, you can do so. Now, having them thicker will probably give you a little bit more of a crunch to your bell pepper, leaving it whole. It takes it longer to cook. So it may not be as soft as if you do it like the way I'm doing it tonight. So just offering up some variety in the meal. I'm just going to go ahead and make short work of the bottom here. Now there's a stem here in the center. Just getting rid of that. So we're going to slide this up here to this top corner. I'm loving this board, guys. This one is a big one. Moving on to the green one. Just going to slice it off. Look at it, just folded as soon as we got to it. So you can see here how dark that section is. I'm just going to, and my YouTubers can see it. This knife allows me to, as sharp as it is, it allows me to cut through that bell pepper with ease. I don't want too big bites on those small pieces. Set this over here. That's a good piece. I'm always trying to save them where I can and just kind of trimming some of this up and off. Now me, I have a strainer in my sink, so I don't have to worry about everything going down the drain, and I can get to it later. Now what I'm going to do is prop this up just like this, just like that. And that was off there in a jiffy. Just same strokes. Now you can turn this and probably do long ways if you really want some long pieces. It just all depends on what you're looking for. You can get them as thin as you want, long as you want. It's just whatever you want in your meal. Because remember, food can also be an art, and it can be an extension of yourself. So how you handle yourself in the kitchen, how you cook in the kitchen, the way you're prepping your food, it's all extension of yourself. So I'm just going to get, when I'm cutting just above the bottom here. As you can see, it's nice and thick there. Now with this one, we're going to do this. And I'm just slowly working it around. And look at that, it's one piece. I'm impressed, guys. I haven't done this with another knife in a long time. Now, for anyone on my TikTok, this knife is located in that TikTok shop. I wasn't planning on doing anything about TikTok shop tonight, but I just got to thinking about it here because when they sell out, they sell out, and if you're like, where can I get one? Um, that they just sell out, guys. Because it's a small company that I got this knife from, just kind of getting started up, and I reached out to them, and then here I am. I ended up with this knife. So I am making small strides in life, guys. If you're friends or family, I appreciate all the support. Now, anyone here, I am doing that favorite chef competition. So, yes, JW is in an actual competition. It is a real thing. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Today was a 2 times vote. I'm not sure if anyone got a chance to take a look at it with any of my channels. There we are. We have our reds and now our greens. We're going to move on to our beautiful oranges. And I'm just keeping them nice and tucked away off to this side. So when we get ready for our chicken, we can definitely do that. Just take a look. Oil is warming up nicely. I'm just going to go ahead because it's all going to go into the pot. Look at that. I barely even touch. I didn't have to dig in there with some knives. Just look at that. Now, with the chicken, I will say, let's slide on over here to the sink. I'll set my onion here. They have a good angle of that right now. We're going to take a quick little rinse here in the sink because the reason why I want to, and some of this is going to have to be trimmed off. Now I'm using cool water, just rinsing anything excess off. I don't like really using this chicken. I do prefer to get something without the mats that they've been on. I'm just kind of letting it drip dry real quick. TikTok, you already know what I'm going to do there. Some of this chicken I'm going to save. Some of it I will have to let go and part with. Because like there's some tenders, pieces of tendon and stuff here. It's going to be hard and gristly when it renders and cooks down. Okay. Just let the water drip out of this one real quick so we don't have to have that everywhere. I'm just going to toss this in the sink as well. Just going to make sure there's no bones or anything in our chicken. Even though it's store-bought chicken, you just never know. Even if you're farm-bought chicken, you might want to double check it because anybody can make a mistake when packaging or cutting up veggies and such. Okay. So now I'm going to set my chicken just right up here at the top. Uh, just enough room to slide in everything there. Now I have a dirty rag that I keep here on my shoulder just so I can keep my hands nice and dry. We're going to move right through this one a little quicker this time. That one's got a bad spot in it. Oop, that one kind of hopped there. There we are. Just go ahead and work this one out. Did the same thing, got rid of the bad, keeping the good. And you can see I've made it super thin with some of those slices. Sorry guys. Just going to tuck that up there. So with this knife, you can get them as thick or thin as you want. I will take a quick second and let's just see how thin we can get it, and then I will show everybody, okay? I am going to go for as paper thin as possible. So, as some of you can see, a knife that is so sharp, you can see the light right through it, okay? It is super thin, so thin you can see my finger through the other side, okay? So thin. All right. So with that, like here's this one. You can see the knife and everything right behind it. Super thin. When you can see your finger through the other side of it, that's always a good sign. And carrying on. Straighten that one up. And another reason why you want them to be kind of cut down too is because if we cut them down to these thin pieces and such here, then there's a little hard piece there. Um, they will cook down easier, right? Taking this, we're going to cut along that base. And you just kind of repeat this for all three of those um, bell peppers there. You can really cut them down into however you want them to be. See, we've done cleaned this one pretty much out of everything there. I might even make these just for a little bit of crunch at the end. These I'm actually going to see how they turn out. A little thicker today. I've done them in other fajitas and such. The bigger and thicker they are, the longer they do take to cook. But I just want everything to be savory and melt in our mouth. All right. So our onion here, I do have a bad spot here in the onion, as you can see. Just want to clean it up. And I'm just taking a little bit off at a time. Get rid of what you don't need. Set our onion here, just like so. All right. Going through this thick onion with ease. And as you can see, it's very thick here in the center. Very thick here in the center of this one here. Now, with this one, we're just going to slice that onion. So no fancy chopping necessary. As you can see, it's just going right through it. Oh, be careful. Life could slip up at any moment, just like an onion. Okay. And I'm just pushing down, getting it started, and pulling on through. The one thing I would say that I wish this blade was just half an inch longer. Because if it was just a hair longer, it would reach where you need it to. But prepping, I think it's a great tool. So as you can see, we've turned everything into a slice. All this will caramelize and cook down in everything. So what I'm going to get rid of is some of like the tendon stuff that we don't need because it's going to render down. As you see, it's kind of tough right there. There we go. Straighten that up. Get rid of that. Looking at it, looking good. Now, some of this, like this is just fat. Got it in one pool. You can definitely cook with the fat, but what I'm going to do so I can pull it out later is just let it be fat. So then if anyone gets a hold of it, it's not in their meat. This looks to be okay. Just going to trim that up there. I'm not seeing too much of anything. I'm just taking that knife and cleaning that up there. Just some of the stuff that's going to cook down and be tough, guys. Like this here. So this looks like something that was meant to be cut out. So I want to show y'all this here. So as you can see, right in here, it's nice and white. And it's some cartilage right here. My front camera on these two items do not, my iPad and stuff do not do some things justice. What I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to pull this way, let the weight of the chicken go that way. Just like that. Now there is some piece of chicken right in here. I'm just going to take it and try and see which way is the best way to salvage it. All right, so it's really tight in there. We're just going to end up losing it. Okay. That looks okay. That looks okay. All right, we have everything good to go here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our heat on up to a high heat. And what we're going to do is, let me take one look here, guys. Hey everyone, thank you for the likes. Thanks for coming in. Give me 1 second. Hey Ricky, hey son, Ames, how's everyone doing tonight? We're cooking. I appreciate all the likes. I need just 1 second here. Where to go? I am still here, guys. Give me 1 second. There's one thing that I was needing to find out. I couldn't remember if I need chunks or slices of chicken. Okay. So we're just gonna slice. All right, guys. Sorry for that wait. So what we are doing, guys, is we are slicing the chicken. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. So you can slice it however you want it. We're just going to do it. Look at that. Just one pull after another. Beautiful slices of chicken. Now our oil is starting to heat up a little bit more at a time. Okay. Just look at that. One pull every time. So like I said, this knife is a great one to have in the kitchen. Maybe you're going hunting, fishing, backpacking. This knife here is the one to have. Let's see here. Just trying to make the slices as big as I can. All right. And shout out to my wife for watching the kids. I appreciate all her hard work as a mom. All right, guys. So we have this chicken cut up. We're just going to go ahead and drop it over here into that oil and let it get to sizzling. And we're going to let it roll, come on down just a little bit. Here we are. Sorry, guys. This one, all right. Now, I'll let this kind of simmer down just a little bit. Now, I am going to leave my heat where it is. Let's go ahead and finish up the rest of our chicken. We're going to get it to where it's not so pink in the middle, okay? So once we get everything kind of sliced up, as you can see, we're making short work of this with this knife. Beautiful slices of chicken, as thin as you want, as thick as you want, just however you want them. You can even chop it up into chunk bite-sized pieces if that's what you wish. Here's a little straggler. Go ahead and get rid of that. Going to cut this off there. This chicken here, guys, look at it. It's got a good texture to it. It looks good, looks healthy, and it's very thick. So if you have to on your little slices here, you can stretch it out a little bit. Go with the grain just like that, and now you have some nice slices of meat. So you can also make it stretch out, kind of more chicken per bite, if you will. There we are. And we'll do this one down the middle just like so. These we're gonna cook it down into that anyway. Boom, look at that, two pieces right there. I'm gonna try and cut it here at an angle. Straighten it up a little bit. Just like that, guys. It's just been a one pull knife tonight. Look at that. Beautifully cut. Now, I don't mind my station getting a little messy because I can always clean it up later. That's why I have two hands. No, my wife isn't going to come in here and have to clean it up. If I make the mess, I clean it up, guys. All right. Boom. There we are. So now we have all our chicken and some nice strips. Now, this strip looks big and it looks long, but it is going to sizzle down in our grease over here. So it will transfer when we transfer it over here, guys, into our pot. Now, like I said, guys, my YouTube community here, we're going to take a ride over to the pot. YouTube, we're just going right over here. Or TikTok, we're going right over here. Okay, guys? So we are grabbing up some of that chicken and we're just going to offset it into here. Let's go ahead and get it over here cooking again. As you can see, we have some that's kind of already cooked. We got that chicken there. We're going to come over here. Just grab up as much as we can. And just look at that, guys. This is what it should look like over here. More white once it's fully cooked and cooked down. Now, what we will be doing, guys, is as we take our chicken over here, we're going to get this cooked down. I'm going to rinse my hands off here. Once we get that cooked down, guys, we will be able to pull that chicken. Okay? So once we get everything kind of cooked down to where we need it, we're going to pull it to the side. Okay? All right. So my TikTokers, as you can see over here, I have this beautiful gimbal that has a built-in telescopic uh, built into it. These lights are the home as well, guys. So I don't want grease on my brand new Hoem M7, so I will set y'all here, but I will use the moat to guide us around a little bit. All right, pull y'all back up here. Uh-oh. It is being sassy tonight. What is up with this? What am I doing wrong? So YouTube, y'all are dancing around tonight. I don't know what happened there. There's something about this corner. There's something that's got, I don't know what we got going on with this thing. I have not had any issues out of this thing. Well, guys, that's a first. Okay. So we're just going to cook our chicken down to where it's nice and white. That is crazy, guys. Did y'all see that, my YouTubers? I know they got to see it over there. It's like the AI had its own mindset on that one. All right, guys, we are cooking over here. Now, what's happening here in this pot, we're just going to be using one pot for everything, is all that fat, that juice, the oil is going to render down and kind of become one essentially here. Okay, we're going to let it sit and simmer and kind of pull on up. I'm wondering if it needs a little juice, so you can take your cord and just plug it in and play right here at the base of this here. All right. So, does anyone have any questions for me right now? If you do, drop them in the comments. Hey guys over here, how's everyone doing? I'm going to bring y'all up just a little bit just so you can see everything. We've already got everything kind of chopped up. Now, guys, if you're here on my TikTok, my YouTubers already know where to go. If you go down into the description section, you can get this recipe too, okay? Boom. There we go. Just saying hi to a few people here. So sorry if I'm missing anybody, guys. I'm just trying to get everything cooking and make sure I got everything on track for us tonight. Because I don't want us all to have to wait around forever. There's my YouTube crew over there. Guys, here's my TikTok crew over here. You can definitely see these lights in action, lighting up everything. I'm just going to pull y'all just a little bit closer, my TikTok crew. Okay, guys. All right, it is tracking again. We're just going to stir the chicken around, make sure we're getting it all cooked. Now, I like to make sure my chicken's done, so make sure it's cooked all the way through. Now, if I'm smoking it or something that's totally different, you can definitely take, listen to that baby sizzle. All right, I'm just going to let that kind of simmer down just a little bit so I can check it. And our chicken is done there. Now, I do have the spoon with the holes because we're going to scoop this out real quick. I'm going to grab me a bowl here. I got a nice big bowl. Now, when we scoop everything out from here, let it drain off. Now, you're going to have some of your chicken juice in here, so that's going to help cook this up. So we did cook it for that 5 to 6 minutes or so. Some of it did get a little brown, which is good. As you can see, well, that is weird, guys. I don't know why it's being that way. There is something blocking it or something. somewhere. That's all unlocked. That is weird, my guys. It's like it's trying to track something up over here. Ooh, cooking spooky tonight, guys. That is wild. Type in the comments. What do you think it is? Is it a faulty AI or is it something else in the house? All right. We got our lovely chicken as I was trying to show y'all. You can see the beautiful steam coming off of it there. We're going to set this here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take all that we have sliced up, guys. We're going to take everything here. And we are going to kind of just drop it in there to cook. Now, I want to bring everything. Hey, buddy. You need to go get shirt and some clothes on. So go out.
No, I gotta tell you something.
Okay, what do you want to tell me?
I found fur of Evie.
Okay, well, there's the trash can. All right, go get your shirt and clothes on or go to bed.
I'm staying.
Go, buddy. You can't be on TV or anything like that because you gotta have clothes on. Go. So sorry, everybody there. Get y'all back over here with me. Get us cooking over here. We're gonna slide our pot over here, and we're just gonna start breaking up our onions and everything here. Now we're gonna render all these carrots and everything down to where they are almost done. And we want them to kind of be almost see-through, if you will. We have our oil in here, so we shouldn't have anything to burn. Look at those beautiful colors. There we are. Oh, now you want to track me. That is funny. So right here, it's all a learning process. If I have to, once I get stuff done and cooking the way I want it to, we will definitely turn this up on high. All right, we're gonna get this to cooking. All right. So we got everything cooking, guys. I've got it all kind of mixed in there to give everything a little bit of a nice chance. And now you may hear it starting to sizzle a little bit more, okay? So sorry, my YouTube crew. I thought this gimbal was going to be a good thing today. It is trying to play sassy with me. You got dressed? All right, let's see if I can't get it just to let loose. There we are. As we can take a look here in everything, you can see all those vibrant colors that we're going to get out of. Yes, sir, I'm talking. I am doing a video because people like to see cooking. Some people like to see cooking. Some like to see the recipe being fulfilled.
That's why you're doing the video?
No, I did not season the chicken while it was in the skillet. So once we get all this cooked down, shh, Hush.
I just clean up.
No. If you want to clean up your room, please go clean up your room.
No.
Don't interrupt. So, as my oldest here was talking, no, Rebecca, I did not season this just yet. Once we get our veggies cooked down, once we get everything cooked down, we're going to add back in the chicken. Then we're going to add all our seasoning because the oil, the juice, and everything. We're going to mix this all up in the same pot, okay? Once we get everything mixed up in this same pot, we will add the milk and stuff here in a minute. Now, you will need 5 cups of milk. Then once it cooks down just a little bit more with the milk in there, then you're going to end up showing a sauce. It will be nice, and it should stick to that pasta very nicely. Go to bed. Tell everybody good night. Say good night, everybody.
And you gotta clean up the room.
Yeah, we got to clean up our room, guys. All right. I got people back here behind you too.
Gotta
Yep.
go to bed.
Yep, gotta go to bed.
Yes, that's the thing.
My kids, I tell you.
Okay, so everyone, you gotta go to bed. Okay. This is my camera and stuff. My camera.
Do what?
It's my camera now.
This is your camera now? Nope, it is definitely not your camera now.
It's definitely mine now.
Nope.
I'm letting you keep it.
Nope.
Mine.
Hey, buddy, please go before you get hurt.
I just. Ow.
Well, don't hurt yourself like that.
So you like that.
No, you were trying to pull away. I'm just standing here. Go. I love you. Blowing you kisses.
I just so.
No. Hey, go listen to your Tony box. Your mama's going to come in here, and you're going to be in trouble. All right, we're going to check our veggies out here. They are getting just about there. Just letting them kind of caramelize, if you will. Because we don't want them to... Jameson, leave stuff alone. My oldest thinks he knows it all and can do it all. I'm just going to turn that down just a notch just so I don't let it burn. Real quick, while we're in that in-between time, I'm just going to soak this up real quick. Now, I don't know if anyone has anything that they like to use, but I do like to use some of that Dawn Platinum. It's just an easy spray on real quick. And as you can see, we're just kind of scrubbing away real fast, getting all those grooves and everything there. All right. Quick rinse off. I'll get a clean towel. Rinse the back side of the board off, even though we didn't use it. Now, I do like to use some scalding hot water. And we're just going to slide that to the side real quick. And then we're going to plate that off to the side. Actually, no. It's time. I'm trying to remember the recipe in order, guys. So bear with me. Having an extra helper in the kitchen can definitely throw some things off. Yeah. Hey, how about you go put that in the bathroom? Yep. Oh, so sorry, guys.
Wow. It didn't
My oldest boy is supposed to be in bed. All right, guys. So with our meat and everything is looking delicious. Let's see. I'm going to grab this up this way because I'm not going to be able to just spoonful the beauty of this up here. Just like this, guys. Take a look at. I'm just going to turn this tracker off. It's not doing me any justice tonight, guys. All right, guys. As you can see, everything is nice and juicy and clear. We're just going to slide this on here. Now, I'm going to turn this to a low simmer. Um, let's see here. I'm going to dump the chicken. I'm just dumping that chicken back in here. I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to slide this on over. Okay. So before we add that milk in there, though, I do need to add just a little bit. Now, I like a little bit more flavor, so bear with me, but we're going to do a tablespoon here. Okay. And I apologize, I'm using a tablespoon here for the seasonings. Just kind of shake it out, maybe a little bit more of that one. We're using cumin, we're using garlic and chili powder here, guys. And we're just doing a tablespoon of it. This lid is not doing us justice tonight. So about a tablespoon, just like so. I'll give it a little bit more. And just kind of shake it around. We're going to stir it all up here in just 1 second. Now, pepper and salt, that's just a taste. Just a little bit there. Just a little bit of salt. We can always salt it some more later. I love using sea salt. Okay. I don't want to waste any seasoning, so I'm just going to use this spoon here. I'm just going to set this off into our chicken bowl. Now we are mixing that up, Rebecca. If you're still with us, we're mixing that all up right now. And I will tilt this up for everybody. As you can see here. And my TikTokers, I'm not going to leave you out. Boom. I know I got a couple solid people in here. Take a look at those colors, that seasoning mixing up in there. I'm going to bring it up here to you as well. There we go. All right, guys. And last but not least, with all that oil and everything in there, we're going to get us measuring cup down. And I'm going to add 5 cups of milk to this one. And the reason for the 5 cups of milk, there was 2. Here comes another 2 because we're going to add some pasta in here. And we're going to let it kind of simmer and cook. Oh, trying to dribble out on me. Just so I don't make a mess. Dribbling it. And 1 more cup should do it. Alright, guys. So last cup of milk going in. We're going to increase our heat to bring everything back up. Just wipe that off there, set it to the side. I like to keep my milk fresh, so we're gonna set that back inside. Um, I think y'all got enough juice TikTok to come on over with me. So pardon the bouncing and everything there. Oop, let's go. All right, my TikTok crew. So it's always a struggle, guys. No matter if it's my TikTok or something else, it's always going to be something, right? So as you can see, we have a beautiful color inside of our pot. Just going to put the cap back on a couple of things and set them out of the way. All right. Just like as if you were boiling up, you can take this, make sure nothing's grabbing on the bottom. Oh, this looks good. This is going to thicken up a little bit. Okay. Just going to set that like that. We're going to add, as this is cooking up here, going to add that into there. Just like so. Now this is going to thicken up and cook up, and our noodles are going to have more of like a sauce to it. Now we're going to take this and we are going to stir them in there and mix it all up. And I will grab a lid here and we will let them set in here for just a few. It should take about 5-10 minutes once it gets all nice and hot again. It's hot, but we want it cooking hot. All right, guys, got that going. And I can start to hear it sizzling and bubbling up there. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and set this off to the side over here and clean up my area just real quick, guys. Thank you for bearing with me as we go through this one. All right. So, how's everyone's day going? Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for that there. How's it looking over here, my TikTok cruise? I appreciate the 4 people, five or so people that are with us right now. I do appreciate it. But yeah, guys, y'all are both all honed in here and can kind of see a little bit of everything that's going into the meal tonight. I'm going to try and direct some of this out of the way because I see that it was glaring up. Oh, we got puzzle time on TikTok. Sorry, guys. This is alive. This is raw footage from both sides. As you can see, we are waiting for everything to heat up and get up to temperature. I just got done washing this pot today. Let me grab the lid for it. All right, guys. There we are. Now that's going to help everything circulate and keep the heat inside. I'm going to take 1 second off camera here, guys, and just kind of wash my knife up real quick. Because the worst thing to do with something of this quality of knife, guys, is to let it sit around with food on it. Because that will ruin a blade in a heartbeat. The other thing you don't want to do with something that is this nice is you do not want to never put them in the dishwasher. If you're spending some money on a knife, Whether it's a $20 or $1,000 on a knife, guys, give it some love, hand wash it, take the time to dry it, and give it the love it needs. And then once I get it dried off here, guys, and washed up, we'll play with it for a second as we wait on these noodles to finish up, okay? So it'll kind of be like a halftime show. All right, clean rag, clean knife. As you can see here, guys, this knife here cleaned up well. Just trying to get in the nooks and the crannies on this end of this knife. Now, what's kind of neat about this knife is if you put it in something, you could put a carabiner maybe in there and really just set it apart from the rest. Give it your own style flair. Maybe you put a little red ribbon on the end of it. Just remember, you do have to keep your knives clean. But if I ever run into anyone and I find something, I might have to come up with like a red ribbon, orange ribbon, or something to go in the back end of it. Um, as you can take a look at the edge of that blade, you can see the folded steel throughout this blade. Take a look at that beautiful edge. Look at it. You can just see everything flowing through this knife. Look at those folded over and over. This one's, I think, a 67 to 64 layers of steel. So, everybody here. Oh, there you are. And as you can tell, it is starting to whistle, guys. So we might be getting closer than I think. I'm just going to raise it and let's take a quick look. Oh, it's cooking nicely there. Just going to offset it just a little bit so we don't have to listen to the whistle. But take a look at this, guys. We just got done cooking all that chicken up. Sorry, my hand's a little shaky there. So you can see how sharp it is. You can definitely take this one to class and do arts and crafts with it. I just took it and made a nice circle with it. Don't think I'm leaving y'all out over here, guys. Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for liking the live. I'm trying not to miss anybody. Hello everybody. Hello Blue Eyes, Miss Hunter. Definitely not trying to miss out on seeing everybody. But this knife, guys, I was just showing them over there that it has a lot of versatility to it. You can definitely shape things. You can take something that's as flat as this and just go through it like butter. It just goes right through there. Huh, I thought I had gotten rid of the gold section thing. I guess it picked one out for me when I wasn't looking. So we've done cut up a bunch of stuff with this one, and I just got it cleaning it. It is as sharp as you can imagine it to be. So, oh, I keep catching on the back end of it. Let's see here. I'm going to fold this up, make it a little thicker. I think it's flexing on me, guys. There it goes. All right. One more time, and we're going to check on our noodles. Boom. Nice, clean, and done. All right. Fun time is over. We're going to set this bowl out of the way. And this spoon. Okay. All right, guys, we just got to stir it up a little bit. And it's making like a sauce in here with that milk. I'll turn that down and off a little bit. You can see it's starting to get a little creamy. And we've pretty much made this entire meal in one pot. We got our onions, we got our bell peppers, just everything in one spot, guys. Just trying to make sure I get everything out of the bottom. And what I may do, guys, is I may just add just a smidge of milk in there. Just a little bit of milk to reach that bottom down there. Because ultimately you don't want it to be burning or sticking to the bottom. Make sure we get everything stirred up here. It's looking good. Gonna warm up that milk that we just put in there, guys. Yeah, looking good. It's mixing up nicely, guys. I guess what I should have done, because now all my bell peppers and stuff are nice and saucy, I should have saved maybe 2 or 3 so I could plate it better. But we live and we learn, and we're cooking along together, guys. That's how we learn. Yeah, buddy, there we go. You smell the bell pepper. I can smell that chili powder. I can smell all my seasonings there. Everything. You can smell the onion in here. I mean, it smells like fajitas, guys. What can I say? This is a fajita pasta for sure. Just want to make sure you rotate it now. I don't see anything is burned on the bottom. Everything's cooking up nicely. We caramelized those onions earlier. Our bell peppers got cooked down. Our milk got cooked down. And it's helping make that sauce for our pasta here. I'm just going to check a noodle here. It is hot and delicious. Just a little bit more on the noodles. And if you wanted to speed this up, guys, with those noodles and stuff, I could recommend that maybe boiling some uh, in a separate pot off to the side. Then that way we could have met in the middle. But I wanted to do it live, straight from start to finish on my side over here. Mm, those are tasty. I am going to try and clean up as we go. It's because we do have to let it simmer a little bit. Now, I am trying to do better at my lives and everything, but there's only so much I can do because I don't have a studio. I don't have somewhere to go. It's just me and my wife versus 2 wonderful children, and then trying to bring everyone the best content that I can bring to y'all. Um, so, as parents, I know that everyone can relate for sure. Now, let me take a look at this. Looks like we're about done with this. Now, here comes the most important part. we're just gonna slowly add that pepper jack cheese. So I don't want y'all to forget the most important part here. Just start slowly stirring some of it in there. I want some extra cheese in mine. So this is going to add an aid to into that sauce as well. Now that we got our noodles cooking, we'll start to get to see the cheese get stringier as we start adding a little bit more to it as we go, rotating those noodles off the bottom, bringing them to the top. There we go, guys. We are adding that beautiful cheese to it. So I'm so sorry if I'm missing anybody. Now this was just a cup of cheese. Like I said, if you want more, you can add more. I just was just going a little bit rogue, a little bit by the book. Because, like I said, cooking is a variation of yourself, how you want it to be, how you want to make it. Get that cheese down into the bottom corners here, rotating it out. Give it a little lift and pull there. And I mean, just look at the string on some of this beautiful cheese, guys. Just look at all that stringy cheese. Oh, it's gonna be so tasty. I'm so glad I found this recipe. I hope this recipe, um, I have a cookbook that was given to me, is how I found this one. So some recipes are my own, some are from a cookbook, but I'm gonna cook them and try them out here for you first. So if it's something you want to try, you can hop on in. Check out my YouTube, TikTok at JW Adams II. So at JW Adams II TikTok. Man, this is looking so good. Just look at that. I'm gonna try and bring y'all up here. Bend it over a little bit. Just gonna keep. Just look at that beautiful cheese and everything there. You can get so close you can almost smell it. Look how thick and creamy it's getting with the cheese and the milk cooking down together, guys. It's really starting to come together. And I've got the fire turned off, guys. So we're just using the heat that's already on there. Some of the heat that is already in here with our noodles. Give it a big old scoop and turn. All right, guys. Mm, the noodles are getting nice and tender. They're not, so the way I'm cooking them, they're not going to be that soft, gushy, mushy that you get in an Alfredo or a pasta. The way I'm cooking this, guys, it's not going to be those ooey gooey noodles, okay? These noodles are going to be nice, firm, and tender the way that I'm cooking them tonight. Uh, hey, guys, welcome in to the channel. Guys, look at that. I just love whenever I'm getting hungry. Whenever I stir it up and that cheese just stretches apart, mm, it's creating a nice sauce. You can kind of see the pace and consistency of the sauce there, guys. I don't know if I can get it to straighten up. I want a close up of. It's not going to work on that forward facing camera, guys. But the flavor mixing together with that pepper jack cheese, the bell peppers, the onion, the garlic. It is that time, guys, for us to go ahead and plate. So this is kind of the heartbreaking side of everything, right? We've got to do everything together tonight, from wrestling those kids to bed to cooking everything. Now we're just going to do our best. Like I said, I should have left out a couple of pieces of the different colors of bell peppers to light up the top of this. I'm going to go in here for you guys just so I can give you the best looking end piece that I can here. The oranges may not show up so much as we would like them to. Oh, come on. Get some of that onion and everything there on top, guys. So I appreciate everyone's patience with me and dealing with my kiddos, but that's it. So this is that beautiful end plate, guys. Well, my YouTube crew, thank you so much for joining me for dinner tonight. Here we go. Better lighting. That smells good. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight, guys. As always, happy cooking. We definitely won dinner over tonight. Look at that steam. You can smell the bell peppers and everything. Look at it. It's just mouth-watering. Um, the only thing that's left for me to do, my two crews over here, is we got to do the final taste test, right? So I'm gonna block that light for y'all so y'all can see our plate here. Thank y'all. I appreciate everyone that's come in here and was able to tap and to support through this one. Take a look at this beautiful uh, dinner we were able to create. Fajita chicken uh, pasta tonight, guys. Y'all get it first. All right, we got the chicken, we got the cheese, we got the onions, the bell peppers in here. Mm, that's good. Mm, the flavor, the creaminess of the pepper jack. I may even add a little hot sauce to mine because I like a little hot sauce on my actual fajitas. But yeah, guys, I think we knocked it out of the park with this one. Get y'all wiggled around here, guys, so everyone can see everybody. I mean, noodles are nice, firm the way I did it. If you want more of a pasta-y pasta, I would say boil your noodles first. These are my little takeaways that I'm going to try maybe next time I make this. Mm. I think the recipe that I put in there, guys. You might have to judge and add a little bit more of the seasoning that you want. I could see maybe a little more um, chili powder, maybe a little more cumin. But chicken is nice and tender after we cooked it, and then it sat in that milk and then kind of cooked and rendered down a little bit, so it softened it back up. Um, yeah, guys. Mm. That's all I can say is good. So, everybody, I appreciate everyone. Just thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions, anybody? Now, remember, guys, you can always come back over here to the YouTube and check out everything. Guys, if you have a TikTok, you can go check me out at JW Adams II. It'll pull up JDub. Um, and yeah, then that way we can spend time no matter what channel I'm going through. Hope to maybe get some more followers here on my YouTube, guys, because eventually I do want to just kind of do the YouTube thing and stay with just the YouTube. So I do appreciate everybody. I appreciate everyone's time. Just thank y'all so much. And again, signing off. Thanks for cooking with JW or JW Adams here. I appreciate. Oh, yes. Where's my plate? I see you down there. All right, guys.